in, Coach Jackson. And once again, if you do have questions, please utilize the raise your hand feature to get your question in the queue. Coach, I know we're behind schedule, so we appreciate your patience. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Coach, as always, we appreciate your time. If you could start us out with an opening statement, recapping your team's most recent outing versus Grambling State.
Yeah, we went up to Dallas, played in the State Fair Classic. Really, really large crowd. My first experience, a lot of our staff's first experience in that environment. So shout out to Mr. Al Walsh for getting that environment and at a high level. Played against a really good Grambling team. We were able to do some things to kind of slow them down a little bit, but we were able to run the ball. We were able to be on the plus side of the turnover margin. We still got some issues we need to fix from a special team standpoint and offensively and defensively. But I was really proud of our guys for gritting out another win. We seem to put ourselves in these tight games here at the end and then have to grit them out. And so really proud of our efforts there and proud of our staff.
Appreciate those opening comments. Coach, first question goes to Wayne Cartwright.
Coach Jackson, congrats on the win. How are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
All right, so this trip that you have coming, you guys are going to play an all-corn team that's winless and pretty hungry. For you guys, you guys had another game where you exceeded 200 yards rushing, but you guys had your struggles again in the passing game. Last week when I asked you about the passing game, you said that it was important to get it going because it allows you to be able to excel more in the run game. So with that pass game this week, going up against Alcorn, what are you guys going to specifically key in on to get that going this week?
Yeah, I just think we got to keep being us. I mean, we're going to be a physical football team. We said that all along. We got to throw the box open. I think that's what I said last week, and we attempted to. We got to connect on some things. We dropped a wide open pass, man, for a touchdown, and so we got to be better. Our players got to be better there. We got to continue to put guys in the right situations. But I'm not down on our passing game. I thought we did what we needed to do in order to win the game, and ultimately that's what we're here to do. And so we'll keep looking at some things and keep game planning in the manner that we do so we can get our guys in the best position.
Appreciate you, Coach. Good luck up there on the reservation.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Perry Daniels.
Congratulations, Coach. Big win.
Thank you.
Coach, let's talk about the fourth quarter end zone interception, which would have possibly tied that game up for Grambling. After that interception, your team came out, drove the field, and closed the door by scoring a touchdown. That is championship caliber football, Coach. Talk about that.
Yeah, we challenge our guys every day to be elite and to make big time plays and big time moments. Obviously, we had put ourselves in a situation where I thought we could have closed the game out earlier than that. And so we got to that situation and we were able to do that. And you see that with a new football team. There's a lot of lessons that we're learning while being able to be successful and win the game that you normally learn and you have to suffer a loss. And so we keep trying to teach those situations. These guys can play. When they make a decision that they want to end the game, they end the game. And so we just challenge them now to make that decision earlier.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Lionel Mosby.
Hey, good morning, Coach Jackson.
Good morning.
I had a question. You mentioned it a little bit in your opening statement. It's clear to see that this team has improved week in and week out. That's something for sure that you can see. One area where you don't see that improvement specifically, I would say, is the special teams and specifically kickoff, both coverage and also returns. I think right now, averaging 17.5 yards per return. And also, when you look at the starting yardage, for yourself, 24-yard line, where opponents are starting at the 35-yard line, right? That's over a first down difference. What is it that you look at and say, hey, this is what we can do to improve in this kickoff coverage game? Or 5 games in, do you say, hey, this is what we are?
Yeah, I think we continue to do things differently schematically to try to put ourselves in the best place. But ultimately, we got who we got, and so. We probably can't fix the issue until December or January right now. So we'll continue to put our guys in the best situations. We'll continue to re-personnel and get the best people on kickoff. Outside of the kickoff, our special teams have been fine. And so you look at that and you certainly want to get it fixed. me being a defensive guy, I don't want to start on the 35-yard line. I want to start where everybody else starts. And so we want to make sure that we're putting ourselves in those good positions. And then we talk about the offensive starting position on special teams. We had some bonehead mistakes bringing the ball out. Just can't bring the ball out in that situation. And so we had some new returners back there because of some injuries that we faced. And so we just got to continue to coach and get those guys caught up on how we do things.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Doc Holliday.
Coach Jackson, how you doing today? Congratulations on your State Fair win.
Thank you.
Going into Alcorn, most people would consider this game a trap game. What do you tell your players as far as trying to keep themselves level-headed going into this game and not let themselves beat themselves?
Yeah, I tell them to watch the tape. They don't look like no trap game. They look like they can play. They haven't had the success on the scoreboard, but they're having a lot of successes in all three phases of the game, and they're just waiting to put it all together. Well, we got to make sure that they don't put it together on us because they are a talented football team. I think they're well coached. I think they got a dynamic running back, and we're going to have an answer for the problems that he brings. And then they've got some wideouts that just hadn't been connected with, but they can run, and so. We've got our work cut out of us. We're in no position in our program at where we are today to be thinking that we're even involved in trap games. I don't even know what that is. Prairie A&M is not. We're not in that situation where we're so much to where we're concerned about trap games. We're trying to win day to day, play to play, make sure we get this program to where we say we want it to be. And so we don't even talk about trap games with our guys. That's not a building verbiage. That verbiage shouldn't even be in our institution because we're still building and striving to get where we want to be. And we got a really good football team. First time that we're leaving Texas to go play as a program with us being here, we got enough work cut out for us to not be worried about trap games. We just need to go execute.
I appreciate you, Coach.
Next question goes to Marvin Nichols.
Good morning, Coach Jackson. How are you this morning?
Doing well. Good morning.
Yes, congratulations on your win over Grambling. And this was not only a big win over Grambling, but also the historic 100th State Fair Classic. And you achieved it in your first season leading Prairie A&M. What does it mean to you personally and to this program to capture such a milestone victory so early in your tenure?
Yeah, I think anytime you're a part of something that's 100 years old and the pageantry and all the things that go into the game, I'll be honest with you. I didn't understand going in all the things that go into this game. It's probably one of the most distractive games I've ever been a part of, with all the events and things that happen in game. But nevertheless, we were certainly glad to be a part of it. I think for us, we don't look at it as being our first win in that environment or in this classic, in that classic. We're just trying to win week to week. We didn't come here to get classic game trophies. We came here to win the SWAC championship and ultimately Celebration Bowl, something that we're never going to shy away from. I think these are things that we can collect on the way. And anytime we're playing for a trophy or playing in front of a large crowd and able to show our brand, we certainly want to be able to do that. And so really proud of our guys. Our first time that these guys played in front of that many people, I think they had 61,000 or something like that. But a lot of our guys are from Dallas. A lot of guys from Dallas played well. So if that's the case, I hope we play in Dallas every weekend because we have guys really show up and show out. And so, well, we certainly were glad to be a part of it. But it was another SWAC West game for us that it was a must win because of what our goals are and what we want to do.
Well, you all showed up grown, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last question goes to Charles Porter.
Hey, Coach, good morning.
Morning.
Congratulations. Big win for Panther Nation. You just keep on rolling. Last week, we talked about the running back room, which obviously is great. I mean, those guys have really come to class. Lamaje McDowell did a great job, and Chase Bingham. Man, I tell you, we can't say too much about them. But your defense this week really complemented your offense. They were able to make some great stops towards the end of the game, and you guys really played with poise. How do you keep that energy going into this week's game against Alcorn?
I think Our players are growing on defense. They're understanding exactly. We play a little different style of defense here. It's no secret. Everybody's seen it by now. But I think there's some things, some verbiage, and things that we say and things that we do in practice that are just different from a lot of people. And I think our players are finally starting to understand that. And it takes time. You know, we're in month 9 or going into month 10. We're not in year 2 or year 3. And so things are a lot different. A lot of guys that we have on our team did not go through spring ball. And so what you're seeing is a maturation of really from August to now and what it takes to get a football team ready to play. And our guys are starting to do better in understanding the way that we go about our business. And so been really proud of them athletically, defensively. You know, we're not a great big group, but we can run a little bit. And I think they're understanding how to use their skill set within the schemes of what we do. And I think our coaches are putting our guys in better position to feature what they do. And so everybody is still learning everybody. And again, man, I said once before, we're going to write a book of teaching people how to win while trying to win, because we certainly don't have the time to wait to win these games and to compete for championships.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Again, congratulations. Great Panther moment this weekend.
Thank you. Go Panthers.
Coach, appreciate your time. Look forward to speaking to you again next week.